Well, let's hear more now on that new field hospital that'll take overflow patients from Derbyshire. The first phase of NHS Nightingale Birmingham opens at the NEC this weekend. Like its namesake in London, the new hospital was designed by Army engineers from Chilwell in Nottinghamshire. And today we've been given a first look. Our social affairs correspondent Jeremy Ball reports.
Creating a hospital with space for 4,000 beds from scratch. This time-lapse footage shows how the National Exhibition Centre near Birmingham has been transformed in a matter of days. This is what the NEC looked like just a month ago as it hosted the Crufts Dog Show. Now it's being transformed for a frontline role in the fight to beat coronavirus. A transformation that's been led by a team of Army engineers from Chilwell.
We were involved right at the beginning, and we were able to use one of my draftsmen to come up with a concept design and fit the bed spaces into the halls. The most unusual thing that we weren't really used to doing was designing for oxygen capacity. So there's kilometres worth of copper piping that's had to go in all the subways and the piping ducts along here to make sure that every single bed space has got the capacity to be oxygenated.
This is the second NHS Nightingale that's been designed by the Army team from Chilwell. They also led the transformation of the Excel Centre in London. Phase 1 here will have 500 beds. That number can be rapidly scaled up.
When you're delivering care between a professional and an individual, that's the same, whichever setting you're in. So yes, the scale is big, but what we're doing is as any sort of scale project, is we're bringing it down into manageable units.
The first phase will be an overflow for several hospitals, including those in Derby, as numbers of COVID patients are expected to peak in the next few weeks. That'll free up intensive care beds for people who need a ventilator.
It's providing an enormous comfort blanket to staff and patients across the region that, as I say, we will not be reduced to the scenes we had in northern Italy and Spain where patients are lying on corridors because there is nowhere for them to be nursed properly.
The engineers from Chilwell designed the vast British base at Camp Bastion. Now they're using those same skills to help save lives back home.
For us, we're used to doing things in a random place, in a very quick time scale, so it's been a pleasure to work with the NHS and try and get them to do things as quickly as possible, and they've done really, really well.
The first COVID-19 patients could arrive here as soon as this weekend. Jeremy Ball, BBC East Midlands Today.